This Saturday, September 28th at 8 a.m. Pacific, I am doing my big October webinar. This is going deep into all of October, what's happening this month, especially as we've just stepped into all these changes. I'm sure you know September to remember. This is going to be an October where it really does adjust your life to write the storybook in your life. And this is a webinar where we all get together. We send out a prayer together to send out the best intentions of the month. And there's a live question and answer all on camera with me where you can ask all the personal questions you want. It's been growing every month and I really would love it if you would join us. So click the link below. If you have any questions, give me a call at my office. And I hope to see you guys there on Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you're in Europe, it's happening Saturday night. If you're on the East Coast, it's happening, Saturday mid-morning. And if you're here on the West Coast, wake up and check out the Royal Dispatch. Thank you guys for all your support, and I hope to see you there on Saturday. What's going on, Scorpio? Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Weekly Forecast for the week of September 23rd through 29th, 2013. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. All right, Scorpios, we got the sun that just came into Libra now, and we got Mars going to square your guys' sign, Venus in your guys' sign this week. So this is kind of an interesting week to be a Scorpio. I'm just going to be honest, right? The sun just came into Libra, and this is time to end things. I think a lot of this is you stepping into your spiritual stuff, you starting to purge things. Saturn and Venus in the North Node met last week in your guys' signs. I think there's been a seed planted in you understanding who you want to be, what you want in your lives. But it's now that you have to recede the tides and let things out and purge. Throw out the trash in your life. Get rid of the things that are holding you back from becoming the self. If you're just thinking that you're going to get it all right now at this moment, I'd think again, it's actually trying to have you let go of the backpack you're holding full of lead weight before you can get there. And I think that you have to see, what is this backpack? Subconscious, relationships, weird stuff, even energy that you're putting your identity into. Think about that. Maybe you're part of a group. Maybe you're part of some energy that's holding you back. That's the reason why I bring up group, is all this energy was just in Virgo. And there's a lot of energy towards friends and people. But now as Mars is your career and yourself, in order for you to get your goals together, there's this release that needs to happen. But more importantly, I think that you need to you're being tested of whether or not you can sit in the identity of whether or not you're going to be this person or not while releasing and making sure you have a plan that comes together. And as Mercury finishes up in Libra this week, this has been kind of a weird period of spiritual channeling, your mind kind of learning to flow. I think a lot of this has to do with a true spiritual practice for your mind to clear. I would practice meditation this week. I'd get deep inside yourself to understand what it is you have to clear, because our ego never wants to do that. And you guys are going through re-ego lessons with Saturn here, Venus is in here, and maybe there's some identity you're attached to, but maybe your job won't allow it to happen. And there's going to have to be some way to find these two areas of your life to work out. And a lot of it has to do with you kind of letting go of the past, you stepping into a spiritual center and telling the universe what you want, and learning to be patient enough to wait for it to happen. This is a great week as well because the moon's going to come through, Gemini and into Cancer. And I think for Scorpios, this is kind of good. I think that, it's the intensity of this week. And I think that it's also at the same time the ability to kind of put your hands off the wheel of driving through a brick wall, and instead of, doing that, letting go and letting spirit kind of show you what you got to let go of in your life. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you have or want a one-on-one reading. Thank you for all your support, Scorpio, and I will see you next week.